Alright guys, and we are back here again with Stonehearth, not Hearthstone. So last time we left off, got our beds settled here down for our little hearthlings. We picked these berry bushes dry, hopefully they'll grow back. We chopped down all the trees, who needs them. Planting this little farm for carrots, which seem to be growing nicely. Everything's going very well right now, so let's unpause. Just bump it up to quick speed, nothing really happens this early part in the game. So now, at this point, we look into crafting some more things. So we're gonna want to get our carpenter here to level 2 to unlock new things. We can get our herbalist going, we can get a mason, which is really important to make things out of stone. We can make another hoe if we so choose to have a second farmer. So right now let's build a shield. So when you build these things, your assigned footman will go around and equip them automatically. So we put in the order for the shield. Door and over here, go take a piece of wood, craft it, and plonk it down. Successfully instantly equips it. That shield gives him a chance to block attacks from attacking monsters and such. So to be able to even craft this chisel when we get to a level 2 mason, we need stone. To get stone, you have to mine. So usually I like to mine out the side of a mountain or something, but over here we're kind of isolated. I'm not sure if we want to travel this far, but we can try it. We'll chop down a lot of trees in the process as well. Get us a lot of wood. And these berry bushes have grown back now, so we can harvest them as well. We're gonna have plenty of food for the foreseeable future. So we'll just chop down a little path here to the start of this mountain, and we'll start to mine into it and hopefully get some stone. What is this? So this is a boulder. Maybe we can mine this. Not sure what you can do with that. Can't seem to harvest it. Oh yeah, you can. That might give us some rocks then. Let's harvest these. Maybe it doesn't give us rocks. Might just get rid of them out of the terrain. Oh no, seems we have gotten a rock from that. We got a hunk of stone. So that's good. So you don't have to start mining right away. Oh, I didn't realize there were berry bushes over here. Let's get them as well. Now you don't have to mine out right out of a hill. You can also mine an individual block, where you can mine 4x4 straight down. But the problem with that is you're gonna have to build these ladders. I'm not exactly sure how much they cost, but you can place them once the tunnel is dug. I think we can place them here too if we would like. These allow you obviously to climb things. We could climb this cliff here, get to these taller trees if we so choose to. But we have plenty of trees right here, so we don't need to do that. As you see now, our stockpile is actually completely full with loads of this wood. Some of the things you can do is, with a carpenter, you can take 18 wood and craft it into 1 block. So let's make 5 of these. The problem with this is though, that you have to take the piles of logs and uncraft them into wood. You can't use them right away, but it saves a lot of space in the stockpile, and it'll level up the carpenter as we go. So once he gets to level 2, we will make the mason's hammer, And we will give it to Divana Bultus, I believe. If I'm correct. I don't know. Oh well, we'll make them. Actually, maybe Lorna will be the mason, since she doesn't have any aspirations to do anything. And then she can make a blacksmith hammer, and they can become the blacksmith. As you see, the slog pile here, this is actually 18 pieces of wood. And it just takes up 1 block, so it's very space efficient. Okay, let's continue chopping down these trees. The path is now fully clear, so we can start digging into the side of this mountain. We didn't have to cut down those trees, but I think it looks nice. Okay, so every day you get these daily updates. This is just a daily report of your things, so to tell you how much food you have and what the net worth of your village is. And these are requirements to get a new hearthling. So once we have 50 food, which we have, and 550 net worth, which we don't have, we'll get a new hearthling. If you click on the castle, you can see what your net worth is from. We have 62 from inventory and 12 from agriculture, which is our farm over here. And the inventory is all of our food and our stockpiled things. The main net worth you get is from buildings. Buildings give you a lot of net worth. It comes with these stock buildings that you can build. We should probably start doing that here soon. Maybe just get one for the carpenter. But it needs a few things, but they actually don't cost too much. Most of these only cost 1 or 2 wood. So we could build them if we so choose. So you have a carpenter's house, which is not that big of it. It's just a cool little house for your carpenter. Cottage for 2, which has 2 beds in it. A dining hall, which seats 10 people. So they'll all eat in there, which is really good. We should get that going. Shared sleeping quarters is with 4 people. The problem with these 4 and 2 is they'd prefer if they lived by themselves. Cottage for 2 is okay. The shared sleeping quarters will make them unhappy. Tiny cottage is the best. So since we have a giant stockpile of wood here, let's start working on a dining hall. So what do we need? We need 14 flat wood, which we have plenty of. We have 100. 10 chairs, 2 frames, 4 lanterns, 4 tables, and 1 door. As you see, our carpenter is now level 2 just from making all those wood logs. That's really good. We can actually have him make the hammer for the mason now. And the staff. Actually, we can't make the staff yet. We need to collect a herb, which is just these flowers that are around. You just harvest them like everything else. Let's get these berries again. Okay, so now let's start working on the mats for this house, for the dining table. Whoa, hold on. Scratch that, we have invaders. Alright, early on, these invaders aren't anything to be afraid of. They're very weak. We'll move our one guy here, and he'll easily be able to take care of them. But as the game goes on, there will be very hard invaders to defend against. Another thing we can do, if we don't have trust in this guy to do it, going to town alert mode brings them all back to the flag, and we can have him defend this area. We can have him move this area over here, which will lure all the guys into the center, and all the townspeople will gang up on them, which is fine against these little guys. They don't really do much damage. Our townspeople can handle them without weapons. But as I said later on, with tougher enemies, you will need a lot of actual fighters. We just got out of town alert mode and they go about their day. Okay. Back to creating the mats for this house. Dining hall, rather. So what do we need? We need a door, for sure. I believe we need 4 window frames, 4 lanterns, 10 chairs, and 4 dining tables, I believe. Let's check on those mats again. Yes, so I think we only need 2 frames. That's okay though. That can go towards a new house or something if we need one. So, go on building that. They're all taking a break to eat now, which is fine. Now that we have 2 things built for new jobs, we can have people do them. So she is going to be our mason here. Very good. And I don't think anyone has collected this herb yet. Maybe they have. I think they have actually. So now we should be able to create the staff, which we can. That'll be built. It's queued up after all these things, so we build after them. We can build another hoe if we want, but that's not necessary. We don't need this yet. That's the build close. So yeah, we're off to a good start. Let's bump up the speed here. Get things moving along. If we want, start mining here, but I think we're fine for stone. We're not really going to be building anything out of stone. So let's collect these berries again. It's a very good source of food. And paired with these carrots and the starting food we started with, we have a crazy surplus of food. Unfortunately, some of this will probably start to rot because we can't eat it fast enough. But that's okay. We make so much food along with these berries that we're pretty much never gonna run out until we have a lot of people. So how's this guy doing? Almost done. He's working on the chairs right now. And after that we can plop down this dining hall. You can actually do it right now if you would like. Maybe I will. So since it's a central thing, I think I'll plop it right here. Easy access for everyone. It says here they can't be edited or removed, but I think there is a way you can remove them. So let's rename this dining hall and put down the schematics to build it. And now everyone that is set to build will go on and build that. So a lot of my villagers are set to build, so this will get built pretty fast. This guy should almost be done with all the schematics needed. As you can see though, even with these logs, we have a lot of this, so we should probably extend the stockpile for this. Make it 8 longer, so we have room to fit all these things. That's good. Our carpenter is now level 3, so now he's able to do even more. Plus when they level up they gain health, which is also really good. They won't die as quickly to attackers. So let's see what more you can build at level 3. I'm not exactly sure what was unlocked, but that's okay. So as you see, building this building is really getting our net worth up there. Soon we're gonna have another villager, another hearthling. Farmer level 1, that's good. Moving faster. Bring the carrots back quicker. So let's see. Yep, our net worth is increasing with every block these guys place down for the dining hall, which is really good. Also with our massive surplus of inventory, we have a high net worth as well. I think it's mainly from these things, from the schematics to build the dining hall. So let's start digging out here so we can get some stone, because we don't have a whole lot right now. We'll just do mine tunnel. I like making them 3 4x4s wide, so 12 wide. Nice big tunnel. So anyone who is set to mine, which is these 4 people, he'll go out and do that. Since this person is a mason, let's take them off build, and they will just do the mining. That person can do mining too if they want. Since he's going to be using the stone, he should be the one that mines it. Is he doing that is the question. I think since he already has orders to build this, he'll finish his orders first, and then he'll go and mine. Sorry, her, not him. There she goes. So a lot of this mainly right now is just going to be clay. There's some stone. A lot of it's just nothing as well. It's a mound of clay. Alright, so here we have a merchant who has come to sell us things. Currently we only have 10 gold, so we can't really buy anything, but we can sell stuff. We have... we don't really have much we want to sell, so we'll just keep everything. We don't need to buy anything at this point. Berries are back, we can harvest them again. And I believe the dining hall is finished. So if you zoom in far enough, you can actually go into the buildings, which is kind of cool. The camera gets messed up a little bit. You can kind of see through the world, but that's alright. So now, let's see what our net worth is. Our net worth is now 551. I can't remember exactly what it is to get a new villager, a new hearthling, but that should be close. Our morale is good, everyone's content. It's better than sad. So now, we're with 5, it only takes 1 stone, so let's make this mason's workbench, which allows us to build all sorts of things. This you need for a cook, which will be good. And walls are also very important. If you build walls, I think at this point in the game, enemies can't knock down walls. So if you build a wall all the way around your compound, you're safe forever. You don't have to have any fighters anymore, which is really useful. And now, since we have the ability to build a cooking spoon, I think we want to get another farmer. We want this guy to be another farmer so he can level up and work up to becoming a cook. The people are fine eating these raw things like carrots and berries, but everyone prefers a cooked meal over a raw carrot or raw turnips or raw berries or pumpkins. So let's have our carpenter build a hoe for my good sir. I believe the staff was built too, so we can have our man who wants to be our satanic bunny worshipping passionate herbalist be our herbalist. So now he's able to craft potions and such which will heal people. He has a tome, which I believe allows you to build more of these things. Currently he can build small healing tonics. This heals people? I'm not exactly sure how we can heal them, but I believe they have to be basically dead. So what happens? If one of your hearthlings loses all of their health, they basically get knocked down and they'll slowly bleed out as they're laying on the ground. And if you have to set them to be able to be, you have to set them to be picked up by another hearthling, so that if they get picked up, they will be taken to a bed and placed in it. I believe at that point, that is when the herbalist heals them. I don't think he actually heals them unless they get knocked down and are healing in a bed. On the other hand though, I think that a cleric is able to heal at any point, which is really good. You can heal your warriors during battle and such, so that would be really useful in the future. Alright, so we have our hoe done. Let's make old Chopper here a farmer. He can start getting leveled up, work his way to becoming a full-blown cook to make better meals for our Hearthlings. And now that this mining order is done, let's dig deeper into here. Okay, here we go again. These guys are called Stonelings. When you kill them, they actually drop stone, which is really useful, so you don't have to mine it out. Alright, let's get him back to here. So the whole town attacks. This will be easy. These Stonelings are very weak. They don't do much damage at all. Just have your town gang up on all of them. You die very quickly. Okay, everyone go back to their daily jobs. Bump up the speed again. Let's see. We have just enough net worth to get a new settler. So let's get him. Foston Quest. Very good. Let's see what he is. So he's an animal companion, so he has a squirrel. Oh no, he actually has a rabbit. And he's a night owl, so he'll stay up a lot during the night, which is also very good. Back at it again, harvesting these berries. Can never have too many berries. Also, I believe now, since our one farmer is level 2, yes, we're able to build these. We're able to build these, which are used for crafting. But for now, I'm just gonna build pumpkins so we can have some variety. And I will build a small patch, 5 by 5 of bright bells to be used for healing potions and such. Level 1 footman, that's good. More damage and more health. He can work his way up to becoming a knight or an archer. Knight is harder because you need to have a shield created by a blacksmith. Archer just requires a bow by a carpenter. So we have another salesman here. We don't really need much of this though, so we'll say goodbye to him. So everything's going well here. This stone, unfortunately, it was dropped by the Stonelings, and since it was dropped by them, it counts as loot. So you actually have to set that as collect loot, so your Hearthlings will pick it up. Which is a bit annoying, but that's okay. Alright, let's keep mining into this little tunnel here. Hopefully we'll get some stone, maybe some ore as well. Everything's very peaceful this early on in the game. Now that we have everything kind of set up, we might want to look to get some houses for our Hearthlings so they're not sleeping out in the cold, on the hard ground, even though they're in a bed. Who wants to sleep outside? They want a place to live. So let's see what it takes. Let's start off with a carpenter's house. So every house is going to take lanterns, a bed, door frames, and a door. So what we can do is go into our carpenter here and have him set to always have one door in inventory, 2 door frames, and 2 wall lanterns. That way we can instantly build a house if you would like. Let's build 1 bed, just to have one, since we now have 1 more person. Unfortunately, for the carpenter's house, you need more than that though. We're gonna need a chair, a desk, a tool bench, and the sign, and a dresser actually. Okay, so let's get worked on this. We need a tool bench, a sign, a dresser. Tool bench. So for the sign, you need to build a normal sign first. We need a dresser and a writing desk. Dresser And we need 4 of these, so we'll have to build 2 more. I think that should be enough. It requires a carpenter's bench as well, which he uses to craft these normal things. But we will just take that apart and put it in inventory once he's done creating everything. So do we have everything? Ah, chairs, but I forgot. Okay. No problem. Build 1 chair. Now we're ready to build our house for the carpenter. You can have a nice little lakeside place. Right, he's finished crafting everything. So let's undeploy this, which has them take it out of the world and put it in inventory. Now, as you can see, we have all the schematics to build this carpenter's house. I think we're going to build it right in between these berry bushes. Is it looking the right way? Yes, it is. Okay, you can go right. Ooh, actually I might want to get rid of this berry bush. Let's put all the berry bushes with the farm. It's kind of weird that you can just pick up a berry bush and put it down again, but that is fine. Alright, let's put down the carpenter's house. I like having them even with each other. Flip them around. So I like them to be lined up like this. A little space in between. And there we go. Build. So now my villagers will start building that. My carpenter can have his own little house to work out of. While they're all doing that, let's get all these berry bushes as well. We can just have a big patch of berry bushes. We are going to have to harvest these trees though, so we can have some space for our berry bush farm. Let's see the daily update. So every time you meet the daily update, the requirements will go up for food and net worth. As I said, we have a massive surplus of food, so we should meet that requirement for the foreseeable future. Net worth, however, is going to be a problem. This will be better though. Once we might be able to reach it after we build this carpenter's house and maybe a tiny cottage. Alright, let's just continue. Let's harvest these first and then we'll move them. Is this loot? Yes, it is. More stone from the stonelings. Another merchant has come. Still, we don't really have much gold or anything to sell. We could sell some food, however. Let's sell 21 carrots. Since we have such a huge surplus. So now we have 100 gold. So I could buy this for my footman to help protect him. You can get this worker's outfit, which I think makes the workers faster. Maybe it's this. Oh, this improves their efficiency. For now, I think we're fine though. Let's keep some more orders to continue mining. Hopefully get some ores. Okay. Now that these berry bushes are picked, we'll move them with their brothers over here. Let's keep them all lined up. You don't need to do this, but it's pretty efficient. Your villagers will no longer have to go as far, so you can pick the berries faster, which is really good. Put him there. Put this one there. And we'll put this one here. It's a bit uneven. Is there another random berry bush out in the world somewhere that I can pick? Okay, let's just snag this one from over there and put him here in line with this guy. And I'll move both of these into the line as well. So we have a nice little block of berry bushes. Just looks nicer like that. How's this mining coming? Too focused on hauling right now. That's okay. Alright, we're off to a very good start here. Hopefully nothing too powerful comes soon. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching.